Hi Virgo, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So happy to be here with you, Virgo. Ooh, a reunion, a celebration. Are you getting together with someone? For some of you, there's something going on with work. What's happening here? It looks like a gathering of people, potentially. There's also a question about emotionally as well, how you're feeling. Maybe this is about... It seems like something is being celebrated even here. And this can be a position that you've stepped into, a role that you've taken up. But maybe you still are processing how you're feeling about this. I'm hearing inconclusive at this point in time. For some of you too, you may be working on setting boundaries when it comes to work or particular responsibilities that you have. Yeah, maybe in the work setting you feel like some rowdiness is going on, or something that's like distracting within the environment, or somebody is approaching you in a way that you don't particularly appreciate, or you feel like something's going on with the coworkers, things like that. The company, the people you're working with. Here you are. Yeah, I'm seeing you kind of surrounded by a group of people. For some of you, this is related to... This can be a past partner. This can also be a past job, a past boss, a past work environment. Something having to do with a particular role being played around money, around finances, the family structure. It seems also like you're reflecting on things when it comes to the past. Like you may be having more moments that are feeling a prevalence in nostalgia. It seems too like rather than avoiding whatever this is going on emotionally for you, there's a sense of actually stating it, being like, I actually don't know how I feel about this, and being like okay with that. And maybe this is something that normally you wouldn't be okay with. Maybe sometimes when you're surrounded by ambiguity you feel uncomfortable and there's a sense of reaching, but within this it seems kind of like you feel almost okay with this, like something that may not be sure to you, something that you're working through, something that you're figuring out. Involving another person or other people. I'm seeing an ending coming to fruition here. Yeah, it seems kind of like you'd been caught up in nostalgia and you were trying to figure out how you felt about it and maybe hadn't come to a conclusion yet. And maybe this was also something that was stated. So it's like, rather than forcing yourself into a place where you're announcing something prematurely, there's a sense of being like, I don't know how I feel, or I'm still working out how I'm feeling, or I don't feel sure about this. And I'm seeing that you set boundaries with someone. I'm seeing something come to an end, and maybe it has to do with the way that somebody was approaching you. Maybe you felt like someone was trying to rush you into something. Maybe physically you weren't ready for something, or emotionally you weren't ready for something, and someone may not have liked that you weren't sure about whatever this is, and there's a sense of someone kind of backing off now. It seems like it's because of your honesty, though. Like, I'm not seeing you do anything that you wouldn't feel good about. I'm just seeing you be very straightforward, and like some sort of nonsense is coming to an end. This also seems like you may have set boundaries with someone and it was revealed to you what their true intention was, and you end up being glad that you did this. I'm hearing thankful. It's like maybe you weren't expecting to see something particular from them, and then it's kind of like their motivation or intention is revealed to you. You find out very quickly. Also, too, as it is Mercury retrograde, there are a lot of times that we can be experiencing returns, people wanting to come back through and start something up or resolve things or try to work things out, stuff like that. So you could have even like met up with someone or had somebody trying to meet up with you, somebody from your past that you were like, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about this. And maybe in stating that, because you were like, well, I don't know where you've been or what you've been doing, and I'm not sure how I feel about meeting up, or I'm not sure how I feel about you, things like that. It seems like because of this, because of your honesty here, it kind of cuts what their intentions were off, but in a way where you're being protective of yourself. It's like you may also see this person as like childish, emotionally immature, or maybe it was revealed to you that they were just seeking a physical connection with you, and like this kind of keeps you safe from that in a way if that's not what you wanted. Again, it's kind of like their intentions were revealed, but it's not so much like you were poking at them and trying to find out. It seems like you just set a boundary and stood in that, or said something and were very honest with this person, and then like maybe even something unexpectedly you recognized about their character and their intention. I'm looking at you, Virgo. I'm looking at the sun, which is Leo. And now I'm looking at Aries popping out. Yeah, it seems like what you want is something mature. You want something serious. You want something committed. And whatever was going on in that last spread, that's not this. Yeah, you know what you want now. It really feels like you knew better than engaging with someone in a way where you wouldn't be showing up for yourself. So because you showed up for yourself, there's a sense of like you being protected by that, by you being straightforward, by you setting boundaries. And you see something unhealthy come to an end for you. Some type of interaction that potentially you may not have wanted to be involved in. It seems too like you're really committed to yourself here, and that's like primarily what I'm seeing. It's like you're over here working hard, you're taking your self-care seriously, you're working on things that feel very much in alignment with you, with your path, your steady building. For some of you, this is about your career, your future, like your life in general, your personal life. There's a sense of like purity and determination and continuously tending to this for yourself. It's like you really are recognizing your value as well, Virgo. And you're creating this for yourself. You're creating what you want for yourself. And anything that's not in alignment, it doesn't have a place within what you're doing. I'm seeing you just be because you know what you want, you can recognize what it is that you don't want as well. There's a sense of you being very sure of yourself here in this way, about what type of love you want in your life, about how you want to be respected, about what you're willing to give to another person, like the type of environment that you're trying to create for yourself, what you've been consistently putting in work towards. For some of you, there's a very particular type of connection that you're trying to manifest into your life, and you're not letting anything get in the way of that. Like, whatever this was could have been something that came through that would have been a distraction in relation to what it is that you're actually trying to manifest. But because you set boundaries and because you spoke your truth, you were protected in that situation because of the, like, honesty that you brought forth. And now it's like you're continuing on with what you were doing before. I'm hearing sweeping it to the side, whatever that was going on. So it looks like you're back on track, you're back feeling focused, focusing on your pursuit of happiness, focusing on love, focusing on the ways that you take care of yourself, your self-love, your self-esteem, the things that bring joy to your life, how you take action in relation to what you want and what you seek. I'm hearing smooth calmness. It seems like there's a type of grace that you possess now because you're in touch with, like, the divine, and a type of love that is so pure in essence that now it's completely unobstructed. The relationship that you have with that, whether this be your spirituality, your self-love, unconditional love, all of these things that we seek, that we have to work to gain or remember. And because of that, there's a sense of you, like, really keeping the peace within your heart and really being able to, regardless of what's going on, find that sense of equanimity with the King of Cups, which is the King of Cups in his highest frequency. We're just picking pronouns here. Seems too like you're remaining calm and know that there's a decision upcoming that's going to need to be made. I'm seeing this be related to you and potentially another person. Even though it may, when this decision pops up, you may feel a little bit resistant to making the choice. However, I'm seeing that it doesn't seem so much like which way you choose to go. It seems like just by making a choice in and of itself, it's going to be helping you get closer to what it is that you're looking for. And it's some type of unity for you. I'm looking at Aries and Mercury here. I'm seeing you keeping your head up too. Maybe something didn't pan out in the way that you hoped for it to when it came to a dynamic that you had with someone. But I'm seeing that in you kind of picking up and moving on, there's this sense of focusing now on what it is that you are trying to manifest into your life rather than focusing on the past and what you, like, may have perceived to have lost. Yeah, there's a sense here of you gaining... Yeah. Okay. What it seems like to me is that I'm hearing something about a roller coaster. Whatever this experience was that you had with this person, this past person, that may have, like, returned. They're in your energetic field for some reason, so this may have been something that you were dealing with again recently. It seems like the lesson was about allowing you to move on from something that you may have energetically still been, like, maintaining in some way. So this is to help you change your focus completely and pull all your energy back from anything related to the past and push it into what it is that you're trying to create, what it is that you're trying to manifest, especially when it comes to a relationship. the peace and harmony you want in your life. And there's a decision that you need to make, and do it from a confident place when it comes to the Two of Cups here. And I'm seeing that it's bringing you closer towards what it is that you want, whether this be like you coming into union more so with yourself, or you coming into union with another person, and maybe both of those things as well. But this is meant to help you with your confidence when it comes to like what you're going to accept, how you expect to be treated, and what it is that you want to create. And maybe you're recognizing too that whoever that person was in the past, you wouldn't have found what you were looking for there. Even if it is difficult to move on from it, you're recognizing that you can manifest something that works much better for you. And it seems too like this put a spotlight on how you were going to speak things out and create things from that aspect, and to really stand up for yourself, and to take action in that way verbally with Mercury and Aries here. It's like maybe even to be more audacious than you had been before with what it is that you want and what isn't okay with you too. And also we're looking at Saturn here, and it looks like there's a something coming full circle, a full completion here for you, something that you've achieved. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.